Good morning, St. Francis. This is Bonnie, Director of Music Ministries, and we have George with us here, who is a music legend. So today I'd like to feature George in this SSS. George will be playing the piano for us, and also he'll like to share his love for music, the role music has played in his life, and how music has helped him spiritually. And also, I like to know the role music has played in your life, because it's very rare to see seniors now in the church doing what you do. You're multi-talented. You play the drum, percussion, you play the piano, you play the viola. You're so talented, and at your age, you're still serving God with music. So how did this relationship started with music?
Well, it started the other way around. Back in, I guess it was 1959.
Wow.
I came to Baltimore for the first time to go to a summer session at Peabody Conservatory and studied piano and percussion and took some theory. And it had been decided, I had decided this is what I wanted to do for a career.
Wow.
And Baltimore was right, Peabody is right across the street in Mount Vernon Place from the Mount Vernon Place Methodist Church. And I thought, well, there's a church I can go to. The church that I was in at home, the Methodist church at home, I didn't think too much of it. And, you know, being 17, 18 years old, that's probably natural. But I came and did the summer session and went to the Mount Vernon Place Methodist Church once, and it was disappointing. Sorry, Mount Vernon. Sorry, Methodism. But I came back then the next year and decided this is where I was going to go, and I came back for another summer session in 1960, right after I graduated. And then I auditioned for the conservatory, and I was accepted. Then during that first year, well, at Peabody, you're totally immersed in music.
Of course.
There are a few academic subjects you got to take, but you know, really, it was total immersion in music for 4 straight years.
Wow.
In fact, my late wife said at one time, she said, you were out of that place 5 years before you could carry on a conversation about anything that wasn't music. And I agreed with her. I mean, I really couldn't.
That's true.
Then I learned how to live a little bit more. Be rebaptized. And I had my baptism was on April 1st, 1961. on the Holy Easter Vigil, the Holy Saturday Vigil. And during that 6 weeks of Lent, there had been no music in the church because they were replacing the organ.
Oh.
And so there was nothing except an occasional chant. And at that service, the Easter even service, the first Mass of Easter, the new organ let loose. And that was just magnificent.
Wow.
It was just magnificent.
When did you start playing, providing music in church? How did that start, or when did it start?
Very honestly, choir director at my church, the new choir director at my church, mentioned it to me. And I said, yeah, I'll do that.
Which year was that?
2021.
Really?
Yeah.
That was the first time you played in church?
That I can remember, yeah.
Wow.
I never played over at the old St. Thomas. And I said, when I got here and decided this is where I'm going to be, I decided, well, it's about time I start giving something back. I'll do what I can.
So in all the churches you've been, nobody ever saw that you were talented, you played all these instruments.
I kept it a secret.
You kept... So this is the church where you reveal the secret. And that's good. That's good to know. You've blessed us so much with your skills, and it's been a blessing walking with you and to know that your talents are blessing the people. How has that shaped your life? Is there any health benefit of you playing in church, playing a musical instrument?
I enjoy doing it. It's another contribution to the church and to the church life.
You enjoy doing it, so it brings you joy. It makes you happy.
Oh yeah. Happy to be able to do it.
To do it, yes.
Although it makes me also realize that the many years that I hadn't been playing. Now I played, as far as the percussion goes, I played that. I played my first professional, get paid for it job, I think, when I was in high school.
Oh.
And continually ever since. I played in Baltimore. I played with the Baltimore Symphony on occasion. The Municipal Concert Band, I played with them for 20 years. And I became conductor of that band after that 20 years for another 26 years.
Wow.
And before it went out, before the city fathers put it out of existence, which I thought was a travesty. The band was founded in 1860. And it only took till 2010, 1860, yeah, 150, to 2010 for them to find a way to get rid of it.
Wow. So what would you say to people in the church your age who have musical skills? What will you say to them?
Get out the oil can and get rid of the rust, because that's the biggest problem that I had over the last, well, with the piano, over the last year or so. I had actually played viola. I was playing with the string quartet up until about 7 or 8 years ago.
Wow.
And there's a quartet made up of an excellent violinist, an excellent second violinist, and the cellist was a former French horn player with the Baltimore Symphony, and he decided to take up cello in retirement. And I decided I'm not going to let the alto clef become a master of me. I want to learn it.
You want to learn it.
And I played all the Mozart quartets and some Haydn quartets, and I'm as comfortable with alto clef now as I am with anything else.
Beautiful. So the fact that when you play, you have so much joy, it helps your fingers and helps all the rust. So like you're free to play anytime now that we're on a break. The piano is yours. We'll find songs that we can incorporate the percussion and we can incorporate the drumming. So you can get healthier, be more happier in the house of God. Thank you so much, George.
And thank you.